Let me take a minute and show you how to use some of Photoshop's healing brush tools. They're located over here on the toolbar. You have a spot healing brush tool, a healing brush tool, a patch tool, a content aware move tool, and a red eye tool. Their shortcut key is J. You can cycle through them by pressing the Shift key down and pushing J over and over again. Let me show you, starting with the Spot Healing Brush tool, how that works. I am going to zoom in close. You can see this a little better. The Spot Healing Brush tool is a brush tool, and so you can use your brush shortcuts to make the brush harder or softer edged. Basically, all you do is you can paint on it. Now, if you want to work on this non-destructively, you can come down here and add a new layer, and then just make sure that Sampled All Layers is turned on, and then the healing will happen on this new layer rather than on the original. All you have to do is just paint where you want to heal, and Photoshop looks around and pulls from other areas and tries to heal that area. Sometimes it doesn't work too well, like here we were close to the hair, and so Photoshop actually grabbed some hair and put it in here. And so that's where a brush like the regular healing brush tool works even better. So I'll make my brush a little bigger. The only difference between the two is with the healing brush tool, you need to hold your Option or Alt key down and click on a spot where you would like to paint. Let me make sure that I have current and below checked. And then you can come over here and you can kind of see a preview there. So I'm going to match that hair up, and then I'll click and paint, and Photoshop pulls from that area over here. Again, I can choose an area by holding my Alt or my Option key on a Mac. Come over here and you'll see a little crosshair where I had clicked to paint from, and you can see where it's painting from. And then when I let go, Photoshop blends that together just like that. So that is the regular healing brush tool. Where that comes in really handy is when you have the Spot Healing Brush tool and you try and paint something, it tries to guess where to paint from, and it's not always perfectly accurate. Command or Control Z to undo, whereas with the regular healing brush tool, I can choose where to heal from. Then I won't have that problem. Patch tool works like a lasso tool, and up here in the options you have source or destination. So if I lasso something and then grab in the middle of it, whoops, I need to be down on the regular layer for that. Grab in the middle of it and move it. I can move it to an area that looks like it'd be good, and then when I drop it, Photoshop heals that area and blends it in. If it's on destination, it works the opposite way. I just moved that over there. So you get things like the National Enquirer saying, oh, a girl was born with a third eye, or something along that line. Anyway, that is the patch tool. So that's how the patch tool works. All right. The content aware move tool works by grabbing something and you want to move it somewhere else, and then when you hit the check mark, it will blend it in and then try and heal the area where you moved it from. That's the content aware move tool. So with just a little work, you can do some amazing things with these content aware tools.